Fascinating and often emotional stories of Chinese immigrants who came to the Midlands to seek a better life are being told for the first time in a new exhibition.
Yes, with the help of a £35,000 grant from the Heritage Lottery Fund, the project is the result of a year's work by volunteers from within the Chinese community itself. Andy Bevan has been to take a look.
It's a centuries-old symbol of joy, happiness and good luck. But this lion isn't dancing in another Chinese New Year. It's heralding the opening of a unique cultural collection. The British Chinese Heritage Project is an audiovisual record of stories and personal experiences told by those who came from the Far East to make a new life in the Midlands. It's been put together by staff and volunteers at the Chinese Community Centre Birmingham, the CCCB. Based in Digbeth, the centre provides for the social, health and welfare needs of the local Chinese community. There are regular clinics, well-being classes and traditional Oriental pastimes like mahjong. Playing today with fellow immigrant friends is retired waitress Yung Ping Fung. She came to Birmingham in the 1970s and started work just a day after she arrived.
I
was born in Guangdong province and then I went over to Macau. I was very poor and worked in a farming background. My husband died during the Japanese occupation and I had a very young son aged 3 to raise. I worked in a restaurant in Hong Kong and then the Camling restaurant applied for a work visa for me to come over to the UK.
Today there are more than 20,000 ethnic Chinese living in Birmingham and the surrounding area, with most of the original settlers arriving after the Second World War. But China's links with the Midlands go back much further than that.
In 1888, the Birmingham Mint of the Heaton family started a mint in Canton. Then in 1906, a Chinese prince came to Birmingham to go to the Metropolitan Railway Carriage Works because their company was supplying 30 railway carriages to China. About then, the first Chinese laundry opened in Birmingham, but the number of Chinese in the city was a handful until about 1917, when a number of Chinese seamen who'd landed in Liverpool and London came to Birmingham, drawn in by munitions work and better pay.
Not all Chinese immigrants, though, came here through choice. In 1974, the war in Vietnam forced Ying Chen to flee the country to Taiwan and then Hong Kong. At the age of 46, he came to Birmingham and is welcoming the chance to tell his story for the Heritage Project.
I think my experience and my history might help somebody in the future that they might be in my same situation, and with all the experience being recorded, and then they can get better support and help.
The biggest Chinese influence on British culture has undoubtedly been on food, but you won't find these dishes on any standard takeaway menu. CCCB volunteers provide regular cut-price lunches for older folks, one more way that the community quietly but carefully looks after its own.
We are very shy people. We tend to do things on our own. We don't let people know we are doing marvellous things in Birmingham, for Birmingham. Having this project is going to capture the valuable snapshot of the British Chinese, their stories and memories. And this is the only project of this kind in the West Midlands.
Guest of honour at the launch of the Heritage Project is 74-year-old Woon Wing Yip. He came to the UK at the age of 19 with just £10 in his pocket. In 1970, after moving to Birmingham, he founded the supermarket chain that bears his name. It now turns over £80 million a year and has earned its founder an OBE. Birmingham has been good to Wing Yip, but he's been generous in return. He funds university scholarships for British and Chinese students. And in 1998, this thank you gift for providing him with a home and support gave the city one of its modern-day landmarks.
All my children, 3 boys and a girl, born here, educated here. My grandchildren born here. So where else is my home? If I say anything else, I'm not truthful.
The British Chinese Heritage Project, Chinese Lives in Birmingham, runs for 3 weeks starting tomorrow at the Barber Institute of Fine Arts in the University of Birmingham. The entire project will eventually be archived in the Library of Birmingham so that everyone, Chinese or not, can appreciate this unique contribution to the story of the Midlands. Andy Bevan, ITV News.
That's a fascinating piece of history, isn't it? And you don't often get to hear much about.
No, I used to live right in the middle of the Chinese Quarter in Birmingham.
Did you?
Yeah, and didn't know all those things that went on. But it was,
I know,
great
Pagoda
place
Island.
to live. Right, now Steve is here with the sport.